Hi there and welcome to my channel. Today's project is for Citrus Twist Kids and I am going to show you a project that is very dear to my heart. My husband is a very outdoors person and I had this picture of him pre-DSLR, pre-digital camera. So it's actually film of him and my son when we were camping near a lake. So when I got this month's Citrus Twist Kids and on the autumn paper had this camping really rustic papers, I knew that I had to document this picture. So what I'm doing right now is I'm applying yeso to marshmallow cardstock from Basil. It's thick enough to withstand the mixed media that I'm gonna add to it. And as you see, I'm adding a big portion of the left-hand side of the page is gonna be covered on yeso and just a small part at the bottom. And all I'm doing right now is I am gonna pick some colors based on the papers. There's a lot of blue and teals and greens, and also in the background of the picture there's the water behind on the lake, and so I'm going to use them to create my background. And if you know me, you know that I love mixed media, and this particular page I wanted something to be really messy. So what I'm doing is I am using the Pink Fresh Studio liquid watercolor that I picked up from the Citrus Twist Kit shop, and I'm just going to create, think of it of a triangle behind the picture. My idea was to create sort of like it looks like a splash of water, but I'm gonna add a little bit of interest on the background. So all I'm doing right now is I'm using the yellow, the green, the aquamarine, and the sky blue liquid watercolors from Pink Fresh just to create my background. And all I'm doing is they're very concentrated liquid watercolors. So I'm adding a little bit of water to just a little drop of the liquid watercolor. And then I'm gonna sprinkle it on the page. I have the yeso, so it's not gonna soak into the paper. It's gonna stay afloat in a way. And I'm gonna use the packaging technique just to smush the color around. You're gonna see that I'm gonna mix a few of the colors. What you don't see here is that in between adding the colors, a little bit of time. So I'm making sure that the first layer has set before I add the second one. I don't want to muddle the colors, but I do want them to mix without so for that I have to make sure that I leave a little time in between them just so they set a little bit. And as you see, I am using, like I said before, a combination of cool colors and a bit of yellow. I just want the rustic colors that are on the papers that are also in the background of the page to pop out, and I think that's gonna bring all the attention to the picture. And like I said before, this picture is at least a good 17 years old. It was one of my films. I had it in my stash. I actually had it in my album, and a couple months ago when I was going through them, I found it. I pulled it out. This is a digital copy of it. Not the greatest, but it will work. So all you can see right now is that I actually used the add-on kit to create a lot of the layers for this page. And I actually use some of the papers from, like I said, the add-on kit, and I'm also going to use the papers from the pattern paper play because there's a lot of camping and these brown rustic colors, and that gave me the idea for this background. So once the watercolor has set, I am going to use the This Is Life stamp set for this month. And it's a lot about camping. It has this geomap, it has these little scenes of some mountains and some lake, and I thought it was ideal for what I'm doing. So all I'm going to do, as you see right now, is I've added using brown distress ink. I actually think is espresso. I'm just going to add, like, think about a straight column on this left-hand side of the page. And what I did in a little bit is just try to put a little piece of paper just because I don't want to create the straight line. I want it to be very messy. As you can see right now, I added a little bit of water to the stamp, and I'm just stamping. I want something really messy because I want to play with the back. I don't want a straight line. I want the sides actually to hide. Once I have that done, I cut a few more of the papers from the pattern paper play kit, sorry, and I'm just going to use them as layers and to back the picture. And my idea, as you're going to see, is I'm going to try to form sort of a triangle using the ephemera. This month, the add-on kit has the tags from Fancy Pants collection. I think is On Our Way, which is a travel collection. And I thought this just worked really well for what I have in mind. This is about traveling, this is about camping. So all, like I said, it's a combination of a few of the kits and some mixed media. And all I'm doing right now is just, like I said, I wanted something really rustic for the background. So I'm adding a little bit more of the stamp and watering down the color just to add like, not the muddiness, but a little bit of brown to the background. And as you see, I'm just layering pieces of paper behind the picture. And once I'm happy with it, I'm going to go ahead and set it on the on the page. One of the things that I actually wanted to bring was some of the frames and the chipboard that comes included in the add-on kit. And this is from the Maggie Holmes Willow Lane collection. I like the color. There was this mustardy kind of brownish tone in this chipboard frame, and it's just the in between the two frames. So I wanted something really thin, but I wanted to add like the idea of a film. I don't know, because like I said before, this picture came from a film from 17 years ago. I just wanted to keep with that antique, rustic look of it. So I just decided to cut a little bit of it and use the second part at the bottom of the picture in this case. And you're going to see that I'm going to start layering a few of the pieces of the ephemera. Like I said before, there's a whole bunch of text. I just cut the pieces that I want to use. And then I'm going to use some of the cut apart elements from the cut apart page that you can find at the Citrus Kids shop for free. And I'm just gonna use it to embellish some of the paper. And I love the fact that it combines with all the kits. And this is a lot to do with journey and traveling, and it's the idea that I'm creating with this page. After that, you're gonna see that I'm just gonna add small pieces of paper just to bring a few more of the colors. And that's pretty much it for layering in the page. Now, one of the things that you're going to see me do right now is I'm going to start working on the title. Remember the little piece of yeso that I added at the bottom right corner of the page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretty much mimic the watercolor that I created for the picture. So I'm using, again, a little bit of aquamarine, sky blue, just to add like this watery feel to the bottom. I know that I want to add my title there. I need to balance the page in a way. So I'm just going to add a few droplets of the color and smoosh it around just to, like I said, to create sort of a watercolor. And I'm going to set it aside to dry. I want to make sure that it dries completely, because to create the title that I want to do, I think I want to use a stamp. So I'll make sure that it completely dries before I go into the next step. And that's pretty much it. You're going to see that also when I add the watercolor, I'm going to add a few water droplets, sort of like really faint, that connects the two watercolor backgrounds in a way. Once, until the watercolor completely dry, I'm going to go ahead and actually trim the entire page. I'm going to doing this because I'm going to mat it on the map that came from, I think this is in the pattern paper kit. And this map, it just gave me the idea of travel, the watery look of it. So I want to add it as just a frame behind the layout. I think it's going to benefit. It's going to bring all those blues up too. So you're going to see that I just cut a frame using my my paper trimmer, and because I don't want to waste the rest of the paper. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue my cardstock straight onto it. And I'm slowly coming to an end of how this is going to turn out. Now, to create the title for this page, like again, I'm just adding some more elements just to elongate. If you're going to see, it's kind of a triangle shape. I'm just elongating, and I decided to add some stars too. I wanted to add the stars. I wanted to bring the colors of the background is. Now I'm going to work on the title. And I love those little scenes, or the little images that come in the stamp about camping. And this one with the water and the sun, and it was perfect for the picture. So all I did is use the same color ink, and this is the stress oxide, I believe is espresso. And I'm just going to stamp the image. And then I am going to use the embellishment kit, which is the Maggie Holmes stickers. I'm just going to add a little bit of foam adhesive underneath to pop it up. And then I'm going to use the brown ink again to add some sentiments, using the This Is Life stamp, which is the camping one, and also the add-on stamp that has a lot of things about summer and camping. I just wanted to add more sentiment to the page, and also add a little bit of more of the brown look to each one of the clusters that I created. And you're going to see also that I'm going to go ahead and add a few more stars around the title, and I'm going to sprinkle a few more. These come from the Maggie Holmes cardstock stickers that are in the embellishment kit. And that's pretty much it. I am going to go ahead and add my lines of journal, and I'm just going to kind of sneak them underneath the little banner that I added. After that, I'm pretty much done. That's about it. I didn't add any gold or anything. Like I said, even though I love gold, you guys know that. But I wanted to keep it very masculine and very, like, this is very my husband in a page. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to check Citrus Twist Kits for all these kits. We're going to the end of the month. So there's still some kits available, and the kits for September are beautiful. So don't forget to check them out. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave me a comment I would love to give you a hand if you have any questions. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you soon. I'll be back with some new layouts for Citrus Swiss Kids using the September kits. Take care, guys.